All right, Twigs, I'm going to let you do all the typing of this. I figure you should do all the work and I should just get the fun. So, all right, discuss how important you feel the role of teacher coach model is in a school setting. I don't know if I totally understand the question, but um, being a teacher and coach, I don't know, I just think it's vitally important. I wonder if you're asking if it's good to be a teacher and a coach in the school. I think that might be what you're asking. So, um, yeah, I mean, I think it's great if you can have coaches in the building because obviously you see kids in the class and that's important and you work with them and whatever. But if you are also their coach in a sport, I think there's a little bit of extra, I don't know, just a little bit extra focus maybe from the kids if they have you in class, if you're their coach, or just having you in the building at all. You know, if you're a basketball player and you know the basketball coach is in the building, having that person there, I don't know, being to stop by and say hi, but also if there's any questions or problems or situations, I think there's just a lot to be said for having them in the building. I would say districts lately, just because of some issues, are hiring more coaches that aren't teachers, and I think that's a bummer. I really wish that most teachers or most of the coaches were actually teachers in the building. Greatest challenges that the two roles present. Again, not totally sure what you mean, but if you mean being both in a school, I guess the biggest challenge would be just time commitments. You know, trying to, I don't know, if you practice at 3 o'clock for basketball, but a student wants to stay after school and get help on an essay, that's obviously a challenge. So you have to figure out, after school help. If you are indeed a coach that works right after or that has practices right after school, that becomes an issue. Let's see, and then just planning time and stuff. A lot of times during my planning time at school when I was the coach, I'd spend that time watching some tape or organizing some things. So while I think I was a good teacher, I do feel like probably didn't devote as much time to teaching and prepping for teaching at times as I could have, just because of the grind of the season. Greatest benefits of the dual roles, like I said before, just being there, being able to be a teacher and a coach, just being there for questions, problems, situations. And I would also say maybe supporting other teachers. I always send out an email at the start of the year that said, here are my players, and if you need anything from any of them, if you get any issues with any of them, come see me, because I'd love to sit their butts on the bench for being not great to you in class. So how do you feel non-coaching teachers feel about the teachers who also serve as coaches? I really don't think I can make a general statement about that. I mean, I was always known, I would say, and perceived as a teacher that busted my ass in the classroom and worked really hard. The fact that I was a coach had nothing to do with that. If there's teachers that are showing movies all day because they're watching football game tape or basketball game tape and they aren't really giving effort in the classroom, then obviously I would say that they would be looked down upon by other teachers. I would say maybe right when I got hired at age 24 and the people knew I was hired to coach, but then they gave me a teaching job as well. There were some questions like, is he going to be able to teach? Like, we hired him to coach, but can he teach? But I quickly proved that I bust my butt in the classroom and do my very best and had the knowledge necessary to be a quality teacher. So I've never been looked down upon because I was both. They never were like, oh, you're just a coach, because they knew I was busting my ass in the classroom. So I really feel like, that could be battled with effective teaching. Do you feel that either role receives less effort or commitment by you? No, I mean, not less. I mean, it's hard. Now, I mean, there are times I know that I was stuck a little bit with my teaching because, I had a game that night or the next day, or just certain things that got in the way sometimes, or I'd have a long meeting about coaching or whatever. But I think it would be the same. There were times when I think as a coach, I was really working hard on teaching and maybe didn't have the best practice plan one day because I was busting my butt trying to be the best teacher I could be. So I don't think, you just have to balance it. I don't think any one of the two necessarily got consistently less effort from me. For you personally, what are the 2 or 3 most significant reasons why I've become a teacher and a coach? I don't know if you know this, but I wasn't a teacher and I wasn't a coach right out of college. I went and did some other stuff for 2 years and then I came back. And it was just mainly because I was driving home in rush hour and I was like, what am I doing? I'm not even helping anybody. I'm just doing a job. I'm just doing stuff. I'm selling stuff, or and I was like, I need to help somebody. So that's just part of me. I don't know. That's not part of everybody. A lot of people can just do a job all day and then go home and not think about that job and just move on with other stuff or whatever. But really, my job's a lifestyle And when I come home from school, I'm certainly still thinking about my kids and my players and my students and everybody. So I just wanted to give back. Just wanted to help people. Number two, let's see. I like the pace of it. I like how fast my days go. I also am a serious control freak, and being a teacher and a coach really allows me to be in charge a lot. And I like that because I struggle when people who are not effective are in charge, and it drives me crazy. And that happened a lot in my previous job. So now I can close the door and teach my butt off, and I am in charge of what happens in there. And then I can close the door and coach my team, and I'm in charge of what happens there. So my control issues, it works. And I just wanted to help people. Just wanted to go home every day thinking, wow, I helped somebody. What advice would you give to one whom is considering being a teacher or coach? First, I would say that's the incorrect use of whom. And I want to teach you that right now. All you need to do is, if you want to know if it's who or whom, this is awesome, a great grammar lesson for you right now, is you plug in he or him. So if it is supposed to be whom, then you need to plug in him and see if the sentence still works. Okay. And you would say him is considering becoming a teacher or coach. And that doesn't make sense. You would say he is considering becoming a teacher or coach. So therefore, it should be who and not whom. That was not the best lesson I've ever given on that. But anyway, what advice would I give? Freaking do it. Don't listen to the people that say teaching is not a great profession, and that you don't make enough money, and that you whatever. If you feel it in your heart that you want to help people, then do it. And it really bummed me out. I was actually out yesterday after school with a teacher and his wife, and he said that they've told their kids, you can be anything you want to be in life, but don't be a teacher, because of all this stuff that's going on with parents and not enough money and whatever. And I think it's crap. It's a lot of work, but every job's a lot of work. It has crap, but every job has crap. Do we get the $1 million bonuses? Can we be wealthy? No. Do I get June, July, and August off? I do. Am I done at 3:00 if I don't coach? Yeah. Can I get another job in the summer or do fun things in the summer with my kids like I did for the entire time that they were growing up? Yeah. And coaching is highs and lows, but it was a lifestyle for my family. My boys grew up in it, and it was just who we were and what we were. And we're there. I won, 300 and something games, and those were great nights. I lost 100 and something games. Those were shitty nights. But the highs outweigh the lows, and there's some lows, but the highs are pretty amazing too. And I'm getting inducted in the Forest Hill Central Athletic Hall of Fame on May 6th, like 2 weeks from yesterday. And I've got about 50 former players coming back. Some of them are 45 years old. Some of them are 20 years old. People driving from Chicago and all over the place to come back to see me inducted and play in the golf outing. And these people are, they're 45 years old, some of them. My first captains from 1994 coming back and traveling a long ways and bringing their families. And there you go. That's what it's about. Those people had great experiences, and now they're my friends. So I would say go for it and do it. And it's just an incredibly fulfilling career, without a doubt. Hope that helps, my man. I miss you a ton. Hope you're in the gym shooting threes. We'll catch you later.